Guys, we did it. Our outrage, our love for Michigan football, and if you followed other team, Ohio State, Nebraska, Penn State, Wisconsin, a lot of fan bases to thank, but we did it. If you are pumped that the Big Ten is back, that Michigan football is back, give this video a like. The Michigan Football Report also back. We are going to be having so much content. You're going to be like, James, too many videos. My wife's telling me to stop watching you. But give the video a like if you're pumped for Michigan football, Big Ten football being back. Like the video. Awesome show coming up for you right now. We're going to go through every single game and give you my prediction for the 2020 Michigan football season. Hey there, YouTube world. It's me, your boy, Yoder, back and better than ever. Michigan football 2020 schedules just dropped yesterday morning. Is drug it out on Fox. Shout out to Fox, by the way. Kept me watching for the entire hour. While you guys are here, before we jump in, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Voted by my mom, #1 Michigan football tweeter of 2020 at James Yoder. Let's take a look at the schedule. Michigan football is going to start off the season October 24th, the day the Ohio State-Michigan game was supposed to be played in that second schedule they released back in early August. October 24th, Michigan headed on the road to Minnesota, a team that went 11-2 last year. Next up, at home against Michigan State. Keep an eye out for this one. A lot of rumors out there that even though no fans, this might be a night game at the Big House. Then on November 7th, it's at Indiana. Harbaugh's had a pretty tough time. For this first 4 games, 2 went to overtime, got the wins in all 4 against Indiana, but Michigan crushed Indiana last year. So I'm not sure what to expect from the Hoosiers this year. Some people are saying they're going to have a good year. I don't know about it. Michigan hasn't lost to them since 1988. On November 14th, Michigan hosts the Wisconsin Badgers. That is the first 4 games in the slate. Let's take a look at the back half of the slate. November 21st, the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Typically Indiana Saturday for Michigan football. They're going to head out to Piscataway, New Jersey to play Rutgers. Thanksgiving Saturday, November 28th, Michigan's going to host Penn State, a game that, Saturday weekend, has been the Michigan-Ohio State game for quite a while. Back in the 80s, 90s before that, they used to play that game, Michigan-Ohio State, before Thanksgiving, but for the last, 20 years or so, it's been the Saturday of Thanksgiving. December 5th. Michigan versus Maryland in the Big House, and then the Michigan-Ohio State game will now, again, this is the third schedule we've had for Michigan football this year. That game is going to be the season finale, December 12th. December 19th, Michigan will also play. I'm hoping they'll be in the Big Ten title game. We'll see what happens. But if they don't make the Big Ten title game, they will be matched up from the team that finishes the exact same spot in the rankings from the West Division. Michigan finishes second place West. Third place West. Fourth place West. That will be the game. I don't know how they're going to term home and away on that one. They have not decided yet. But we saw the first 4 games. I want to ask you guys this question. Is Michigan's first 4 games insane? Oh my gosh, Michigan can't handle it, right? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Is Michigan's first 4 games of the season insane? Why do I ask this question? Because the Michigan football fan base, the ones that complain about everything, and the snowflake soft media, were just complaining how Michigan's just getting shammed by the Big Ten. And I'm like, what are you talking about? These are the games Michigan expected to play. We knew Wisconsin was on the schedule. We knew Minnesota was in the schedule. Michael Spath, former radio guy, now working with Steve Deese on some alt-right Sports Illustrated website for Michigan football. I don't know what they're trying to do, but insane. Let's take a look at it one more time again, Dylan, those first 4 games. Minnesota, okay, so they had a good year. Rashad Bateman's trying to come back. Michigan State, guys, this Michigan State team might win 1 game or 2. Indiana, okay, so we're afraid of a team that hasn't beat Michigan since 1988, a decade before Dylan was born, pretty much. Or Wisconsin. I mean, guys, Michigan doesn't lose to Wisconsin at home very much. I mean, I'm not sure what's so insane about this. So I'll ask you guys again, is this first 4-game stretch for Michigan insane? Okay, it's not Penn State, Ohio State, Alabama, and Wisconsin when they're at their tape. So I didn't think the first 4-game stretch was that tough. We knew the games Michigan was going to play for the most part. Maybe they could have not had Wisconsin and Minnesota, but you play the games that you're dealt with. I don't know why people were freaking out. I understand Ohio State's schedule is a little bit easier, but you know why their schedule is easier? Because they don't have to play Ohio State, okay? So that's that. Answer the question. Is Michigan's first 4 games insane? Why for yes? In the comments, I'll pin this comment, give you my answer. No, it's not insane. If you want to type no, get down there. If you want to type yes, it's insane, go down there and argue with me in the comments. All right, guys, season's back. Thought I'd have this one for you a month ago. They took the season, they snatched it away from us, but we brought it back. I've had sports books left and right. Now that sports gambling is legal in the state of Michigan, the guy's been offering me free cars. They've been offering me all kinds of things. Got a deal that helps the show out, but also helps you out. BetUS is the place. Go to betus.com, but go to chatsports.com/bet if you want to get this deal. 125% deposit bonus when you use promo code GoBlue. So chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code GoBlue when you deposit. If you do that, and you're one of the first 20 people I have been authorized to send you a pair of Michigan football, the new Nike Pegasus, whatever they call them, shoes, Pegasus 37 shoes that all the people were tweeting about a couple weeks back. Pegasus, whatever. Dylan's got the name Pegasus. You're right, Dylan. Thank you. Pegasus 37. You got the white, you got the black. They've got the Michigan logo on both from one on one side, one on the other. You see the Michigan on those black. If you don't want the shoes, they're $130 right now on Nike's website. They'll also hook you up with a Michigan authentic Nike jersey, the ones that are like, over $100. So, recap before you go. Go to chatsports.com/bet. BetUS, a new sportsbook partner. You're in the state of Michigan? Hey, your Congress, your governor came through. Use promo code GoBlue when you make your first deposit. Give you a 125% deposit bonus. Quick math. You put in your first 100, you get an extra 125. You put in 200, you get an extra 250. Plus, you got to send me an email. Okay, we got to toss the email address up there, Dill. Did we do that with the pictures? GoBlue@chatsports.com. After you get the deposit, and put it in there, use the promo code GoBlue. Email me, goblue@chatsports.com, with a screenshot showing your account number. We'll verify it. I'll get your address, your size. Those will be out to you before Michigan steps on the field this year. Go do it now, chatsports.com/bet. Let's keep it rolling. Ask you guys this question. What's Michigan's 6-game record or 8-game record to be this year? 8 games in the schedule. We're not going to take into account the 9th game. I saw some people, well, they play 9 games, James, on Twitter yesterday. I can't predict who they're going to play in that game, so I can't make a prediction of what the game will be. But go down in the comments. Give me your 8-game just off the cuff. What's the record going to be? 8-0, 7-1, 6-2. Seems a lot of 4-4 and 5-3s. I don't know about all that. I'm going to give you my predictions coming up right now here in a second. Before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't watched this before, we don't hold things back. We don't sugarcoat you. If Michigan needs to do something better, we tell you. If Michigan's doing something great, we tell you that too, and we give out the scoop. I don't have to worry about Jim Harbaugh saying, don't report that, James, because you know what? I'm my own boss. That's okay. Dylan, I want to tell him one more thing. I see all these, bring me full screen if you can. I see all these paid websites who barely give you any information right now offering you, they're usually $10 a month. Now, $1 a month. Don't waste your money with these paid websites. They don't give you anything. They try and sell you a bill of goods. And at the end of the day, who do you want to get your Michigan football information from? Do you want to get it from James Yoder, or do you want to get it from, hold on a second, Sam Webb, sloppy Sam Webb. The guy, you ever heard him on the radio? He says, and nonstop. Get it from Yoder, okay? Get it from Yoder. Chatsports.com or youtube.com/Michigan TV. Let's take a look at my prediction for the 2020 Michigan football season. First up, we've got the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Michigan head north to Minneapolis. I'm going to try and find a way to break into the stadium and watch this game if I can. Probably might get arrested. Someone will bail me out, I'm sure. But two things Michigan's going up against here. It looks like Rashad Bateman, Minnesota's top 15 pick in the NFL draft, All-American level receiver, is back on campus. He's practicing with the team, and he's trying to get eligible, which I think he will get eligible when he opted out and signed with an agent. He wants to come back and play in the 8 games. So they're going to be at full strength. Jim Harbaugh has not been very good on the road, really at all, at Michigan against ranked teams. I think he's got 2 road wins against ranked teams. So I don't expect this one to change anything in there. Joe Milton's first home game. I'm going for a loss still, and toss the prediction up there. 24-20 Minnesota, starting 4 new offensive linemen, a first-time starter quarterback. They're full strength. Harbaugh's bad on the road. I don't know what to tell you. I hope Joe Milton just wows us all with what he's doing in the football and fall camp, but I hope to be proven wrong. Next up, Michigan State. At the Big House. Sounds like this one might be a night game, as I said. Michigan absolutely destroyed Michigan State last year, and with first year head coach for them, and I don't know who their quarterback is at this point. Rocky Lombardi, Theo Day. There's a guy named Peyton Thorne, who I can't even remember him as a recruit. Nevertheless, I've got Michigan just absolutely dominating this one. What I toss up there as a record, I got Michigan 42-7. They're going to win this one, and it could get ugly from there. It could even get worse than that. But I don't even know how Michigan State's going to score against Michigan. Michigan should have no problem with the running attack with those talented receivers they got of putting a ton on Michigan State. Next up, at Indiana. A lot of people in the media are like, oh, that's going to be a loss for Michigan on the road versus Indiana. I don't think so. I don't buy it. Michigan has absolutely dominated Indiana. They haven't lost against the Hoosiers since 1987. Jim Harbaugh, 5-0. Last year kind of broke away from those close first 4 games he had with them, 39-14. I've got to win for Michigan. Take them to 2-1 in the year, 31-10. And then the fourth game of this insane stretch that Michael Spath wants to talk about, and all the blog boys were complaining about on Twitter yesterday. 11-14, November 14th, Michigan, Wisconsin. This has been a battle of who's got home field advantage since Jim Harbaugh has been the coach. Last year, Michigan was down, 28-0 at halftime, whatever it was. Really was never in the game. And if we put that stat up there, you see below Shea, Dylan McCaffrey, the leading rusher for Michigan last year. The leading rusher was the backup quarterback, 3 carries for 21 yards. His final carry, he got hurt on, 35-14. Michigan absolutely boat race. You see Jonathan Taylor, 200 yards rushing. But guess what? This game's in Ann Arbor. Jack Cohn is nobody I'm scared of personally, and Jonathan Taylor is not there. Okay, so this is an Ohio State spread 5 wide receiver guys crisscrossing all over the place in the passing game offense. I think Michigan's going to take Wisconsin. I'm going to pick the Wolverines in this one. What did I say? 31-13. Michigan is going to beat Wisconsin to improve in this insane stretch to 3-1 in those first 4 games of the year. Only loss being at Minnesota. Reminder on BetUS, chatsports.com/bet. Promo code GoBlue is the best deal you're ever going to get, ever. No matter what. If somebody gives you a free car, still not as good as this one. 125% deposit bonus. If you use that promo code GoBlue, you can then email me, get a pair of these shoes, the new Nike Pegasus 37 Michigan shoes, or if you don't want those, I'm not a shoe guy, you get an authentic Michigan football Jordan brand jersey. When you get signed up and deposit, all you got to do is email goblue@chatsports.com. It's going to go right to me, or respond back, and we'll say, great, got what we need from you. All we need is to confirm it, then we'll get your address and your size, ship those off to you. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code GoBlue. Back half of the schedule now. Michigan heading to Rutgers. If this game happens, I'll be surprised. I just didn't think Rutgers is going to play. I find someone at Rutgers is going to find a way to have them not play the season, I feel, at some point. And I just think Michigan or the Big Ten should just kick Rutgers out of the Big Ten. This one will be a blowout, 56-3, Michigan to improve to 4-1 on the season. Next up, Michigan, Penn State. Just like the Wisconsin game, under Jim Harbaugh, it all really comes down to who has home field advantage. And it was looking like it was going to be another blowout for the home team last year. Michigan came, furiously fighting back in the second half. A Ronnie Bell drop away from tying it up in regulation. I've got Michigan winning this one, 35-17. I'm not afraid of Penn State this year at all. They're getting way too much hype in the streets, in my opinion. So 35-17. Michigan blew them out in 2016. Michigan blew them out in 2018. You see there, 2016, Penn State won the Big Ten, beat Ohio State. Michigan beat them 49-10. 2018, 42-7. I was at that game, and frankly, it could have been Michigan 56 or 60-7. They just kind of took the pedal off the metal in the second half. All right, want more Michigan football videos? I'll ask you one more time. Please subscribe to the channel. Helps us out. Make sure we can do as many Michigan football videos for you guys as humanly possible, and gives me the producer help. News story breaks, something going crazy in Michigan football. You guys want more information on it? We can jump on at any time as long as we're continuing to grow the subscribers. 7th game on the schedule, Maryland. Michigan hosting the Terps. Harbaugh's had no problem in Maryland. I don't find this year to be any different by any means. 5 blowout wins over Maryland in Jim Harbaugh's 5 years at Michigan. Score prediction for me, 45-14 for Michigan. They improved to 6-1. I'd say they get up to about 8 or 9 in the country at this point, maybe a little bit higher depending on what happens in other conferences. Although there's going to be less losses out there for some of the top teams because they don't have any out-of-conference losses. Didn't happen this year. So Michigan will be at 6-1. They'll go into the Ohio State game on December 12th as a top 10 team, in my opinion, going up against probably an undefeated Ohio State, maybe a 1 loss, but it should be a matchup of 2 top 10 teams. And there's a chance the winner on either side would go into the Big Ten championship with a shot for the playoff. But since Ryan Day put it out there, and since he seems to do whatever he wants against Michigan when he's been Ohio State's offensive coordinator and head coach, I am going to go my prediction here in a second, but just look at these scores. I can't believe Don Brown is still the defensive coordinator personally. 56-27. They beat Ohio State beat Michigan last year, 62-39 in 2018 when Michigan was favored. And when Ryan Day was the offensive coordinator in 2017, Dwayne Haskins came in and beat the Wolverines. So I'm not expecting Michigan to do anything. Go back to the other screen, Dylan. Let's throw my prediction up there. Boom! 100-38, Michigan's going to lose. Hate to be a Debbie Downer here, but until Michigan's defense proves they can stop Ohio State's offense after two 60-point performances, basically, by the Buckeyes, I'm just going to assume that if Ryan Day says they're dropping 100 on them, that they will drop 100 on Michigan. Probably not realistic, but I am jaded after 8 straight losses, 15 out of the last 16. You guys let me know. Is it going to be 100? Predict the score below. Michigan versus Ohio State. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What is the score going to be? Michigan versus Ohio State this year. All right, that is the show today, folks. I really appreciate you guys watching. We're going to have awesome Michigan football content for you all fall long. We're probably 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever, from the Michigan football opener, October 24th, up north against Minnesota. So subscribe to the channel. I got some more Michigan football videos for you right here. Go Blue.